What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with a banger today, guys, on the review of the upcoming Jordan 17 UNC. The Jordan 17 UNC is set to release on August 28th for a retail price point of $300. This is the second Jordan 17 retro of the year 2024. The original release of the Jordan 17 UNC in particular was back in 2002. The Lightning colorway that we had earlier this year also launched back then in 2002, and as you guys can see today, it is back in full effect for the Lightning as well as for the UNC pair. And for the most part, they got these pairs pretty much spot on when it comes to how they look, the quality, the materials, and the overall colorway of these particular shoes. However, the price point has increased over $150. Now, there is one slight difference of the Jordan 17 low in particular, forgot to mention that as well, for this UNC pair as well as the Lightning pair that is moved forward or different from the previous pair, that also plays a little bit, I guess, on the price point, and that has to do with the suitcase. Now, the Jordan 17, the original high top models, in particular the Wizard colorway, the black chrome, and the white and red, or the white varsity, I believe, colorway was the specific name of the time. Those high top pairs did release back in 2002 with the actual suitcase. The retail price point of those shoes at the time were $200. When it came to the low top versions like the Lightning as well as on the UNC pairs, they were low top that came with boxes as well as a price point of $150. So we do see a $150 increase in the price point. We do also take into effect though that these do come with boxes. Am I saying that that is acceptable? No. I mean, it's a big humongous leap, and at the end of the day, that's just something that you would have to make your decision on whether or not you want to cop these. For the most part, the shoe is dubbed with the whole entire upper layer of leather, and a very nice tumbled leather at that, but you also have some little slight perforations and dimplings go on up on the lacing system, as well as chrome going on the lace eyelets, as well as on the upper here that features the Jordan logo, or Jordan in wording on that part right there. You also have the wraparound chrome on the back that does come with the peel, the blue sticker that you peel, and then you reveal the chrome that is featured on pretty much every Jordan 17 out there. Now, over time, these this chrome look will peel. You know, it will peel if worn a lot for the most part. So that is something to also keep in mind, even though it is a $300 shoe. The bottom features what is designed after a golf course, one of Jordan's other favorite sports along with baseball and basketball, and it is of a golf course of some sort. You can see the holes, you can see the grass. I'm not a big, the sand dunes and all that. I'm not big in golf, so forgive me if I'm using those words incorrectly, but you can obviously see where it plays a role and looks a lot like an actual golf course. You got carbon fiber right in the middle of the foot right there. TPU also going on the shank part as well, and then you have this nice little sock liner that is featured on this pair in particular, because the high top pair does not feature this. The high top pair also features like a lace guard or a mud guard of some sort that goes on the top that can be removed and will make it look more like this, but the 17 does not feature that at all. It does though, however, have this sort of like sock liner that extends out that also has the 23 features right there. And there is a little bit of like of elastic band going on to give you a good wraparound on there to give you that extra feel lockdown of some sorts. And overall, it's a very solid shoe when it comes to basketball, even though this is at this point, a 22-year-old shoe. I still feel like it's good. I mean, people are wearing Jordan 4s still to this day, and Jordan 11s. I mean, this is a shoe that was back in 2022. A couple years after all that. However, these being 17s, low tops in particular, these were worn by Jordan back in 2022 when he played with the Wizards. So this is actually a shoe that Michael Jordan did play in that is past the Jordan 14 or the 1 through 14. He did play in the 17s, and I want to say he also played in the 18s as well, and that might have been the last done data as far as for basketball court. They dropped the white and blue pair. I think also the black and blue pair. I'm not too sure on the black and blue pair, but I know the white and blue pair, they dropped those a few years back, maybe like 5 years ago, because I actually own that pair. But seeing these coming back and then doing the suitcase, it's very dope. It's dope to see them do that. The suitcase itself is a little bit smaller than that original version, and it doesn't feature all the little things like the actual CD-ROM that was featured in here, but it does come in the case, okay? It comes in the suitcase, and then the suitcase itself comes in a box. Now, what I will say is, as I stated before, I feel like the suitcase overall is not as wide, but like it's more like smaller but fatter. This seems to be bigger, like wider, like fatter overall. It's hard to explain. Even the box that these things come in are humongous. So this is the box that this comes in, and that's where you will see all of your taggings and all that. Now this one might be for the 17. Yeah, here you go. This one is for the UNC white/university blue chrome size 8.5. So this is the box it comes in, and then you got the case right there. As far as sizing goes, I went with the 8.5, and I feel pretty solid with the 8.5 still. It definitely is a shoe that you got to open it up. I mean, it's a very small opening with the sock liner, so you're gonna have to, like, you're gonna have to put some pressure in and lock in. I mean, you can even see a little bit on the back. There's a little bit of, you know, I ain't gonna lie, these wrinkled extremely fast, like off the rip. But I mean, I plan on wearing them, so I don't really care about that personally, but it is a shoe that you can get a bigger size if you want. I'm happy with the size 8.5. It is snug, but it's not unbearable, I would say, at the least. So keep that in mind when it comes to the sizing. I say you can go true to size, but if you like room, go a half size up, okay? You'll be good to go. I went with 8.5. I went with my true size. 9 is my true size well, but 8.5 is like my snug true size, right? So I'm happy with that. It's very comfortable, and a very comfortable shoe just rocking around. You can wear it with jeans, in my opinion. You wear it with shorts. You really can do what you want to do. This is a very versatile shoe, even though it is kind of like futuristic looky, you know, especially from the Jordans in. And even though, yeah, I mean, it's like still futuristic type of shoe, even like 22 years later, it still looks a little bit ahead of its time. I'm not gonna lie. As far as sizing, like the sizing, I've seen the lowest 7 and the highest 15. So there's a little bit of a wide variety gap of who can get this and who can't. 7 to 15 is what I've seen so far. So yeah, from what I'm hearing right now, these are gonna be extremely limited, like more limited than 17s. The Lightnings did release into neighborhood outlets. I think they did drop on Nike, but it was not like Foot Lockers, any of that. Only the neighborhood stores that Jordan brand pretty much do those special releases with. So it's gonna be the same exact thing. I think the Lightnings, people were spending like $500 to $600 for them. I haven't really looked in the secondary market yet for these, but I only expect them to be either the same or even more, because these pairs in particular are a little bit more limited from what I'm hearing, like a good amount limited, at least from what I heard through the grapevine. So keep that also in mind. August 28th, retail is $300, Jordan 17 in full effect. Between the two, right? I'm not gonna lie, bro, like I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions, and let me know like which one you rocking with more, the Lightning or the UNC. The UNC is just clean. It's clean, but that black and yellow is sexy. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna end you guys and girls off with an on-foot review. Peace. Peace.